Good morning. It's early, but the sun is coming up, even though it's a little dark out. And I'm ready for another workout. So I'm excited to be here. I'm so thankful for all of our warehouse family who's been supporting us and continuing to tune in. We miss you guys so much. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to do this and still connect with our family. And hopefully, we'll be seeing you soon. So, today we're going to be doing a reformer on the mat series. I know a lot of people are missing their reformers terribly, so I wanted to kind of give you some things that you could do at home that will kind of help you keep some of that knowledge fresh in your mind. So we are going to need a resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band, that's fine. You can do a lot of the stuff that we're doing. Actually, you can do all of the stuff that we're doing without your resistance bands, but it just kind of adds that feedback that we would get from having our feet in the straps, our hands in the straps. And then if you don't have a resistance band and you still want to add some resistance, you can can grab some really light weights. I would suggest 2s or 3s, no higher. And then on some of the arm stuff, if it gets a little too heavy with the weights, just drop them and kind of mimic the arm movements because you'll still be getting a challenge there. Good morning, Shelly. So let's get started. So if you have a resistance band, grab it. If you have weights this morning, don't use it for this beginning part. I'll tell you when you need to grab your weights and when you need to drop them. So we're going to come standing on our mat, and we're going to bring our feet wider than our hips, and you want to find external rotation here. So in that second position, like ballet, you're going to grab onto your resistance bands if you have it, and you're going to bring it up to shoulder height. And you want to make sure you have some tension on your resistance band. It doesn't have to be a ton, but you want to have some tension, and you want to have equal length on both sides. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. I want you to pull the navel in towards the spine, pull the obliques in, wrap the rib cage in. So make sure your rib cage isn't flaring out. Keep those arms up in line with your shoulders and then sink down into a squat. Just hold it here for a second. Make sure your shoulders are on top of those hips. You're sitting up nice and tall. And then drive through those heels to straighten those legs. As you do that, I want you to bring your arms up overhead. So you're going to lower down, bring those arms in line with your shoulders. Drive through those heels, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Breathing here, making sure your knees are tracking in line with those toes, that they're not kind of rolling in. You're staying in that external rotation. Let's go for 4 and a lift. 3 and a lift. Last 2 and a lift. And 1. Lift and hold it here. Whether you have the band or not, I want you to just pull your arms out to the side and pull it in. Warming up those shoulders. Out and in. Breathing here. Pull it out and in. Let's go 3 more here and in. Last 2 and in. And last 1. Pulling it in. Adding on. You're going to lower down into your squat. Lower those arms in line with your shoulders. Now, you're going to combo that band pull apart with a twist. So as you come up, you're going to twist to one side, rotating, pull the band apart, come back to center, lower it down. Other side, come up and rotate. Pull that band apart, pull it in and lower it down. And up and apart and in and lower. Up and rotate, pull it apart and in and lower. Up and rotate and apart. Pull it in and lower. Up and rotate. Really grow tall as you rotate. And down. 1 more each side. Rotate and pull. And in. And down. Last 1. Rotate and pull. And in. And down. Here. Hold it down here. Now you're going to pulse through the legs as you pulse the arms out. Pulse the legs, pulsing arms. And down, and down, and down. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack it all the way up. Shake it out. If you have that band, your shoulders are feeling it. All right, coming up, we're going to rotate to the side. If you have your band, you're going to take it under the arch of one foot. If you have weights, I want you to pick up those weights, bring them into your hands. So you're going to take your band under the arch of one foot. Again, making sure you have equal length on both sides. Step that foot forward, step the opposite foot back. So you're coming into a nice splits position. I'm going to wrap my band once because I need a little bit more tension. You don't have to, but that's always available to you. Or you can choke up a little bit more on your band. From here, we're going to combo a lunge with a bicep curl. So you're going to take a deep inhale here, exhale, lower down, bicep curl. Hold it there. Make sure you have 2 nice 90-degree angles with your legs. Again, that front knee is tracking in line with your toe. And then drive through that front heel to stack back up. And a lower, and lift. Again, keep your hips squared. Keep your shoulders squared. Still engage through your core. And connect your breath with your movement. Lower, drive through that heel to lift. Bicep curl. And lift. 2 more here. And lift. On your last one, I want you to lower and hold it there. Now from here, I want you to keep your legs where they are. We're just going to bicep curl through the arms. Lower it down and pull it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And breathe. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2. On your last one, hold your bicep curl. Tiny pulses through the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, stay low, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down there, don't come up. You're just going to shift your weight forward, straighten that back leg. Extend those arms out to your side. And press back for tricep. And then bend those elbows, come back in. Press back, tricep extension. Pull it in. Really squeeze those triceps as you straighten those arms. And press. So this series here is like our front splits on the reformer without the reformer moving, but we're working in that upper body too. Let's go 2 more here. Or not front splits, front lunges. Last one, hold those arms back there, tiny pulses back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now shift your weight forward even more, lifting that back toe off. It's a balance challenge here. Now, I want you to find a slight bend in that front knee. We're going to come to a hinge, to a T position, or it doesn't have to be a T if you can't get there. Keep those arms in line with your side, and then drive through that front heel. Tap that toe down. Single leg deadlift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We got 3 more here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Driving through that standing leg. Let's go 2 more here. I'm getting a little wobbly. And lift. So really connect to your core here. Last one, hold it down there. Nice job. Now pulse that back leg up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Drive up. Lower it down. Shake it out. Nice work. We got another side. Just so I could stay kind of facing towards you, I'm going to turn around. You don't have to. Opposite foot is coming into your band. Beautiful. You're going to come into that splits position again. Square off your hips, square off your shoulders. Bring those shoulders down away from the ears. Connect to your rib cage. Beautiful job. Comboing in our lunge with our bicep curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, drive and lift. Again, keeping that front knee tracking in line with your toes. Keeping your hips squared off. Driving through that front heel to lift you up. And breathing. Nice work. And a lower. And lift. 3 more. Lower. And lift. Last 2. And lift. On your last one, hold it down there. Arms only. Lower. And lift. Bicep curl. Nice work. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2. On your last one, hold that bicep curl, tiny pulses through the legs. Down, and down, and down, and down. 4 more for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, shift that weight forward, back leg extends, arms extend as well. Now bend the elbows in, press out, tricep extension, and breathe. Every time you extend those arms, squeeze those triceps. Let's go for 4, 3, getting that heart rate up, you guys. Last 2, last 1. Hold it back there. Tiny pulses, back, and back, and back, and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Shift that weight forward even more. Balance here. Nice job. Slight bend in that front leg. Now you're going to lower down, find that hinge, and then drive to that front heel. Tap that toe down. Inhale, lower, single leg deadlift. Exhale, lift. Woo, I'm getting wobbly. You guys got this. 3 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Pull that rib cage in. And a lower. And a lift. Last one, lower. Holding it here. I got wobbly. Hold it up there. Tiny pulses up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come all the way up. Shake it out. Beautiful work. Alrighty, so we're coming down to our mat now. We're going to get into a supine series. If you have your weights, you can keep them. You can always ditch them at any point. If you have a band, you're going to take that band and wrap it around your thighs. And then I want you to lie all the way down. Once you have the band behind your thighs, I want you to cross it and then grab onto the opposite loop or the opposite side. So it's a cross, it's an X, it's making an X in front of your body. I'm going to wrap my hands once again. From here, I want you to bring your legs into your tabletop. Knees are right in line with your hips. Imprint your spine into that mat. So really think about pressing all of your vertebrae into that mat. Reach those arms up. Your palms are facing away from you. Taking a deep inhale here. I got to bring my band down a little bit. So you're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl up, press those arms down to your side to that hundreds prep position or that parallel press position in your supine series or in our supine series on the reformer. And then inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up, inner reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up, inner reach. Imprint that spine. Keep those knees right in line with those hips. Make sure you're curling up from your core and not your neck. Let's go 2 more here before we add on. Last 1 and lower it down. Adding on. As you curl up, you're going to extend those legs out to your 45. As you lower, bring those legs back to your tabletop. Curl up and extend. And lower. Curl up and reach. Nice long line from your hips through your quads, your knees, your shins, your toes. You're looking at your thighs and you're breathing here. 2 more here. Curl up and reach. And last one, curl up, hold it here. Now I want you to bend the knees into the tabletop. Bend the elbows so they come into a nice 90-degree angle. And then press. Tricep extension here. Bend elbows and knees. Exhale, press. And in. And press. Let's go 3 more here. And press. Last 2. And press. And last 1. Press it out. Hold it there for a beat. And then bend the knees in, lower the head down. Bring the arms up. I'm going to adjust my band just a little bit because it's got all twisted. Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys can take this moment as a little rest. We're going to cross the band once again. If you had to adjust like me. I'm going to wrap my hands around. I'm going to bring my legs to your tabletop again. And this time I'm bringing my arms out to a T position here. So going for that T press here. Starting with our legs in tabletop and just curling up, bringing the arms in line with our hips. And then open the arms out as you lower that head. Exhale, curl up. Arms come right in line with the hips like a bird flapping its wings. And inhale, open. Exhale, curl up and reach. Inhale, lower and open. Let's go 3 more here. Nice work. Make sure that rib cage is wrapped and not popping out. Last one, curl up and lower. Adding on. Breathing here. As you press the arms and curl up, shoot those legs out to your 45. As you come in, bring the legs back to your tabletop, lower down. Curl up and reach. And lower. Breathing here. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower. Let's go 3 more here. And lower. Last 2. And lower. On your last one, curl up and reach. Hold it there. Now we're going to go for a little snow angel. We're going to open arms and legs at the same time. Open out. Close it in. And open. And in. Let's go for 4. Curled up. Hold it there. 3. You guys got this. Last 2. And last 1. Curl up. Hold it there. And then lower back down. Nice work. Alrighty. I want you to take the band out. If you have the weights, you can place them down. If you have the band, you're going to take the band, make sure it's nice and flat, and bring it over around the arches of both feet. Your legs coming into a tabletop position, and you're holding on the band like so. You're going to bring your elbows into the mat, make 2 nice 90-degree angles with your elbow. If you don't have the band and you have nothing in your hands right now, just bring your hands down to your side. So, keep the head rested. We're going to go for a little feet and straps series here. So, using the bands more so for resistance for the lower body. If you don't have the band, you'll definitely feel it more through the core. But I want you to think about, even though you don't have the resistance, imagine the resistance as you move your legs. So, you're going to take a deep inhale. Think about pressing through your glutes and your hamstrings as you extend your legs out to a 45-degree angle, and then pull them back into that tabletop. Bend and extend from our feet and strap series and pull it in. Think about using your glutes and your hamstrings to press those legs out, using those quads to pull you back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Breathing here, feet are flexed, and you're thinking about kicking through an imaginary wall. Press it out and pull it in. 3 more here. And lengthen. And pull. Last 2. And pull. On your last one, I want you to press out there, stay there. Beautiful work. Now you're going to lift the legs up to that 90. Inhale. Think about pulling from your glutes, your hamstrings to lower the legs back down. And lift it up. And lower. Create that resistance here. Lift. You'll feel it in your core as well. And a lower. And a lift. And a lower. Let's go 3 more here. And then we're going to add the 2 together. And a lower. Last 2 lift. And a lower. Last one, lift it up. And lower it down. Hold it there. Now we're going to combo the 2 together. So you're going to pull the legs into your tabletop. Press out to your 45, lift up to your 90, lower back down to your 45. Tabletop in. Use that resistance. Press out. Even if you don't have that band, lift it up and lower it down. Pull the legs into your tabletop. Press out and lift and lower. Let's go. 3 more here and out. And lift and lower. Keep that spine and that pelvis neutral here. And lower. Last one. Pull it in. Press hamstrings to pull down. Nice work. Pull those legs to your tabletop. Take that band from off of one foot. And we're going to, if you have the band, bring it around the arch of one foot. And extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Again, if you don't have the band, your arms are just coming out down to your side. Legs are coming up towards the ceiling. The opposite knee is bent, foot is flat. We're getting into a bridge series. So you're going to hold onto the band just like you were doing in that feet and strap series. So you're anchoring your elbows into the mat. You're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale. Flex that foot that's in the band. Press up into a single leg bridge. Hold it here. Check yourself out. Make sure your hips are level. Make sure your core is engaged. Your rib cage is pulled in. And now lower back down. Think about pressing through the opposite heel. Press down to lift up. Come up to that bridge. And then inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go 3 more here. Lift and lower. Last 2, lift and lower. On your last one, you're going to lift, hold it here. Now you're going to lower that leg down to your 45. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Breathing here. Keep those hips lifted. And lift. Last 2. And lift. Last 1. Lift and hold. Last thing here, we're going to add a little circle. So you're going to lower down, circle around, and come up. And lower. Circle around and come up. 2 more in this direction. Lower. Circle out and come up. Last 1. Lower. And circle and lift. Reverse that circle. Open out to the side. Sweep down. Lift up through center. Open out to the side. Sweep down. Lift up through center. 2 more. And lift. Last 1. Lift it up. Hold it there. Keep that leg extended. Lift those hips a little bit higher. And then lower all the way back down. Let's switch. Get the other side. So again, that band is coming right over the stable part of your arch. I'm having a little trouble with my band. Bringing your leg up towards the ceiling. Anchor those elbows into the mat if you have the band. If you don't have the band, you can just bring those arms out to your side. So, square up those hips, square up your shoulders. Driving through that opposite heel to lift the hips up. Check out yourself at the top. Knit everything in and then lower down. Press down to lift up and lower. Press down to lift up. Nice job driving through that heel. Let's go 3 more here. Last 2. On your last one, stay lifted. Hold it there. Now, you're going to take a deep inhale to lower the leg. Exhale, lift back up. Keep your hips lifted and level. And lower. And lift. 2 more here. Last 1. Lift it up. Adding on. We're coming for that circle. So you're going to lower down to your 45. Open out to the side. Lift up. It doesn't have to be a huge circle because I want you to maintain stability through your hips. 1 more here before we reverse it. Now reverse that circle. Open out to the side. Circle down. Lift up through center. Out to the side. And lift. And breathing. Last 1. Come up to center. Hold it here. And then lower all the way back down. Beautiful work. Alright, carefully extend those legs out in front of you. Reach your arms behind you. Feel a nice release through your core. Just arch your back off of that mat. And then imprint your spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Slowly come up to that forward bend position. Reaching for those toes. And then coming back up. I feel like my ponytail is all over the place now, but that's okay. So, if you have the band, you're going to bring the band behind your feet, both feet. If you have the weights, pick up the weights because we're getting into a variation or something that mimics our rear-facing arm series that we would do on the reformer. So I'm going to wrap my band again. We're going to start with our chest expansion. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. Bring those shoulders down away from the ears. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Now, because we don't have kind of like that space on the side of our carriage, there's obviously the floor is here. You're going to bring your arms a little bit wider here. So you're going to take a deep inhale here. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, press back for that chest expansion. Open up the chest. Engage your triceps, your rear deltoids, your lats, your traps, your rhomboids. And release those arms forward. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Open up that chest. And release. Make sure you're pausing at the back each time. Growing nice and tall through the top of your head. Sinking your sits bones into that mat. Press back for 4. And release. 3. And release. Last 2. And release on your last one. Hold it back there. Tiny pulses back. Press back. And back. And back. And breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release those arms forward. Nice job. I want you to extend those arms out in front of you. Rotate those palms up towards the ceiling. Bring your arms right in line with your shoulders. Now, sitting up nice and tall to start. Then I want you to round through your spine. Sit back into your C curve. Hold it there. Scooping through the belly. Making a C shape with your spine. Hold that C curve. Pull the navel in towards the spine. You're going to bicep curl in. Keep those elbows nice and high. And release it out. And bicep curl in. And release it out. Now, if for whatever reason with those weights, it's getting a little gnarly, it's getting crazy through those arms, drop them and just mimic the movement. And in. Let's go 3 more here. Last 2. On your last one, I want you to hold it in here. Nice 90-degree angles with your arms. For you guys who take my reformer class, you know I love this right here. So fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. You're going to reach up. And then glide those shoulders down your back. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Shoulders are feeling it. And lower. And a reach. And lower. Let's go for 4, 3. Last 2. And last 1. Pull it down. Release those arms out. And then carefully come up. Nice work. We're going to combo those 2 together. So sitting up nice and tall. Arms are coming out to that kind of low V position, a little bit wider than your mat. You're going to press back for your chest expansion. Come forward. Now you're going to rotate those palms, scoop through your belly as you bicep curl. Come up, extend those arms, rotate, press back for your chest expansion. Come forward, rotate, pull back into your C curve, bicep curl. Lift up and press. Reach those arms forward, rotate, scoop through the belly, come to that bicep. Lift up and press. Bring those arms forward. Scoop through the belly. Bicep curl. 2 more here. Lift up and press. Bring those arms forward. Scoop through the belly. Bicep curl. Last one. Press. Bring those arms forward. Rotate and scoop. Nice job. Release those arms for a second. Shake it out. We got one more thing here, and then we're going to move on. So, I want you to extend those arms out in front of you. Your palms are down here. If you need to ditch the weights, go for it. You can do the same thing without the weights. So you're going to take a deep inhale here, scoop through the belly, hold it. Now we're going to go for some arm circles here. So you're going to hold that C curve around through the spine. Think about sending your rib cage toward your hips and your hips up towards your rib cage. Now, lift up, open out to your T, pull back in. Exhale, lift, and circle around. Breathing here and around. 3 more, and then we're going to reverse. Shoulders are feeling it. And lift. Last 1. Nice job. Now reverse. Open out to your T. Lift up and lower. Open out to your T. Lift up and lower. And open and lift and lower. 2 more. On your last one, you're going to lift and lower and hold it there. Now you're holding the C curve. Arms are forward. You're going to lower down an inch toward your mat and lift back up, working through that core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep that roundness in your spine, but keep those shoulders out away from your ears. Let's go 2 more here. And lift. Last one. And lift and come all the way forward. That was hard, but it was good. All right. So, if you don't have your band, you can get rid of those weights. If you have your band, we're keeping it. We're going to come to a kneeling position. And this is a little tricky to get into. So what I want you to do is flatten the band if you have it all the way out. And I gotta get it a little untangled on my side. So you're gonna flatten the band. You're gonna take the arch of one foot into the band. So the foot that's closest to your phone or laptop or whatever you're watching on today. You're gonna take both hands into the band. And then I want you to bring yourself back to your kneeling position and then bring yourself to a 4-point kneel. Now, if you have the band, the arm that's opposite of the foot that's in the band is gonna come down to your forearm. And your forearm is facing your body. The other hand is just gonna stay on the mat. If you don't have the band, you're coming down to this same position. You're gonna extend the leg that has the band out. Point that toe. I want you to look over that shoulder. Now, the hip is externally rotate, but not a ton. It's turned out just slightly. Point the toe. Now, this is like our leg sweep series on the reformer. So you're gonna sweep that leg up and lower it down. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lower. As you sweep, look up at that toe and breathe here. Nice work. Working that glute, that outer thigh, outer hip. Let's lift for 4, 3. Breathing here. Last 2. And last 1. Hold it here. Flex that foot. Bend the knee in. And press. Our donkey kicks on our long box. Every time you press out, lift that heel up. Squeeze the area where the glutes and the hamstring meet. You guys got this. Let's press for 4, 3. Last 2. Last 1. Stay up there. Hold it there. Point that toe. Open out to the side. Bring it back up. Open out to the side. Exhale, press. 3 more here. I'm feeling it. Last 2. And up. Last 1. Lift it up. Hold it there. Tiny pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Sit back on those heels. Reach those arms forward and breathe. Carefully come up. I'm going to flip around just so you guys can see me. You don't have to flip around. So the opposite foot is coming into that band. You're holding onto the band. Bring your knee into a kneeling position first before you get into your 4-point kneel. Again, the arm that's opposite to the leg that you're going to be moving is coming down to the forearm. The other hand is staying there. You have a slight bend in your elbow. Now look over that shoulder, extend that leg out. Again, you're not completely square here. It's a slight external rotation. Point that toe. Take a deep inhale here, exhale, lift. Leg sweeps on the box. So think about that same motion that you would be making. Sweeping that leg up and back and lower. Now I want you to still connect to your core here. Pull those obliques in, stabilize yourself. And lift. And lower. 4 more. You guys got this. Oh, my band is going rogue. And lift. And lower. Last 2. On your last one, hold it there. Flex that foot. Bend the knee in. Press up and lift. Pull the knee in. Press up and lift. Looking back at that heel as you lift up. And in. And lift. 4 more. You guys got this. 3. Last 2. Last one, lift up, hold it there. Point that toe once again. Lower out to the side, sweep it back up. Out to the side, sweep back up. 2 more. Out to the side, and sweep. Last one. Sweep and hold. Tiny pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Pull it in. Sit back. Breathing here. Woo. All right, guys. We got one more thing with this band, and then we're going to ditch it. And then and we're gonna do something else without the band, and then we'll be done. So I gotta unravel my band. If you don't have a band and you want to grab your weights, we're getting into an extension series. So the weights really aren't necessary, but if for whatever reason you want to challenge that back, challenge your shoulders, get a little bit more today, you're more than welcome to do so. If you have the band, we're going to come to that wrap position that we did for our supine series. So you're going to take the band behind your thighs, wrap it in the front. And then from here, I want you to lie all the way down to a prone position. You're going to bring your arms to two nice 90-degree angles right out to your side. Your legs are about as wide as the mat. The only reason that the band is wrapped around here is just to make sure that we can do the movement that we want to do. We have enough resistance. So your lower body is staying grounded to the mat. We're going to just lift up to an extension, lift those arms up. Now this series is like our breaststroke on the reformer. So on the long box facing towards the foot bar, working our spinal extensors. So arms are hovering, your chest is slightly lifted off of the mat. You're going to reach out and pull back down. Think about gliding those shoulder blades down your back. And a reach. And in. And a reach. And pull it in. Let's go for 4. Keep that chest lifted. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Keep it extended. Hold it there. Reach the arms out to the side and pull them back up. Reach out and pull. And a reach. Keep that chest lifted and pull. And a reach. And pull. 4 more for 4. And 3. Breathing here. Last 2. And a reach. That was going a little bit too fast. Last 1. And a reach. Nice job. Pull the elbows in. Lower the head down. If you have your band and you need to readjust, readjust. We're going to go for the full breaststroke here. And I'm going to slow it down because I was going a little too fast there. So, you're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, lift up. Hold that hover. Your hips are pressing into that mat. Now, you're going to take a deep inhale, press out. This time, as you reach the arms back behind you, I want you to grow a little bit taller. So lift a little bit higher off that mat. Now, pull the arms back into your starting position and then lower back down. Not all the way down, just to that prep position. So you're going to lift out or extend out. Reach the arms around, lift up higher. Now pull the arms in, lower the chest down an inch to that starting position. Reach. As you swim around, lift up. Pull the arms in, lower down just to that prep position. Let's go 3 more like that. Reach it out. Sweep the arms around and lift. Bring the arms in and lower. Last 2. Reach. Sweep around and lift. Pull the arms in and lower down. Last 1. Reach. Sweep around and lift. Pull the arms in. And this time, lower all the way down. Beautiful job. Release the band. Release the weights if you had them. Bring your hands right on top of each other. Rest your forehead on your hands. Just a little lower body before we move on. Keep those legs nice and wide. I want you to lift the right leg up off of the mat. Keep the head rested and then lower it down. Lift that left leg off the mat and lower it down. Exhale, lift. Hinging from your hips. Pressing your hips into that mat and breathing here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more each side. And lift and lower. Last 1, lift and lower and lift and lower. Adding on. You're going to lift both legs up. Lower them both down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lifting those thighs off of the mat, pointing your toes. And a lift. And lower. Let's go for 4. 3. Last 2. On your last one, I want want you to hold those legs up there. Tap your heels together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open those legs wide, lower them down, and breathe. Come up to your 4-point kneel. Sit back to your child's pose. Feel a nice release through that low back. And then actually, I want you to ditch that band because we're done with it. Ditch your weights because we're done with those. Come to a 4-point kneeling position on your mat. Bring the balls of your feet onto the mat. And let's get a little cat-cow. So you're going to take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, tuck the chin towards your chest, round through the spine. Just feel a nice release. Hold that C curve and just rock those hips side to side. Feeling a release through your low back. Come back to your center, arch that back. Lift your chest, lift your chin. One more like that. Round through your spine. Hold it here. And switch side to side. Feel a nice release through your hips, through your low back. And then come back. Arch the back. Come into that cow. Alrighty. I will not leave you without planks because I love planks and we always got to do with planks, some full body. So we are going to mimic our planks on the reformer here. Obviously, we don't have gliders today and we can't move, but I'm going to show you how you can kind of mimic some of the plank work that we do on the reformer. So you're coming to your 4-point kneel. Now, what I love to do in my classes is before we even move the carriage, before we even move it out, I like to have the people to hover. So you're going to lift those knees, hover, hold it there. And then to get into your plank, I want you to step one foot back and then the other foot back and just hold that plank. Static hold here. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Pull the obliques in. Think about squeezing the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. Activate the whole body. If you need to, come down to your knees and lift those toes up. Also, if you need to, come down to your forearms if it gets a little risky. Holding it here and breathing. You guys got this. Nice long line from your ears to your shoulders, to your hips, to your knees, to your ankles. Holding it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Step one foot in. Step the other foot in. Lower those knees down. Sit back just for a second to release those shoulders and those wrists. And come back to that 4-point kneeling position. All right. Make sure your wrists, elbows, shoulders are in line. Your knees are in line with your hips. Now, we're going to combo, or we're going to do our knee stretch series, our bend and stretch series from our plank series here on the mat. So we're going to start again by hovering those knees up. Keep that tailbone down. Now step one foot back, step the other foot back, step one foot in, step the other foot in. Step one foot back, other foot back, step one foot in, and in. So it goes right and left, right and left. Now left and right, left and right. So you're alternating right and left and right and left. Now step back, left and right and left and right. 2 more. Right and left and right and left. Last one. Left and right and left and right. And hold and breathe. Keep those knees hovering. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Hold for 8, 7, keep it in. 6, keep that tailbone down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest those knees down. Sit back into that child's pose. Reach those arms forward and breathe. Beautiful work. We got one more thing and then we're stretching it out. Almost there. Home stretch. Shoulders are feeling it. We work those shoulders a lot today. Alrighty, last thing here. Come back to your 4-point kneeling position. Bring the balls of your feet onto the mat. Lift up to that hover. Step one foot back. Step the other foot back. Come into that plank. We got to get our pikes. So, now normally people would do it like this. Lift that tailbone up and lower it down. I don't want you to do that. I want you to think about finding that roundness through the spine. So the first thing I want you to do is tuck the chin towards your chest. Round through your spine. Scoop to the belly. Lift up. Hold that roundness. And then keep that roundness. Come all the way out to your plank first. and then extend out. So tuck that chin towards your chest. Scoot through the belly, round, lift up. Now hold that roundness. Lower down first, and then extend out to that plank. Exhale, scoop. Pull in, come into that pike position. And then round, lengthen out, come to that plank. 2 more here. Tuck that chin towards his chest. Round through the spine, scoop through the belly, lift up. Round through the spine, lengthen out. Last one, make it good. Tuck that chin towards your chest. Round through the spine, lift up to that pike. And then lower down, hold that plank. Pull the knee, one leg in, pull the other leg in, lower those knees down, and sit back. Nice work. Rotate those palms up towards the ceiling if it got risky. You deserve this child's stretch, this child's pose, and breathe. Carefully roll up, restack the spine, and let's stretch it out. I feel like my hair is everywhere, you guys. I can like feel it looking crazy. All right, so I want you to come sitting on your mat, point your toes, extend your arms up towards the ceiling, and take a forward bend over those legs. Feel a nice release here. Now let's point and flex those feet. So flex those feet back towards you, and then point them. Flex and point. Breathe in here, flex and point, and flex and point. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Nice job. Carefully restack your spine. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to come to a Z sitting position. So one leg is parallel with the mat. The other one is kind of reaching back and around. I want you to bring your hands on the outside of your leg that's forward and just rotate here. Feeling a nice opener through this hip and through the thigh on the side that you're rotating away from. Sitting up nice and tall, growing tall to the top of the head. Nice job. Carefully come back center and take a side bend over to the opposite side. So opening up that oblique on that opposite side and breathe in here. Carefully come up and let's switch to the other side. So getting into that Z position on the other side, starting with that rotation. You're going to rotate, look back over that shoulder. Grow tall to the top of your head. Feel a nice hip opener, a nice release of your quad on the side that you're rotating away from. Nice work. Come back center. Take that side bend over. Carefully come up. Now I just want you to come into a crisscross position with your legs. We're going to stretch out those arms and then we'll be done. So I want you to take your right arm across your body. Lower that shoulder down. Feel a nice stretch in that shoulder. We worked a lot today. And then release that arm. Bring that hand behind your back. Pull on that elbow. Feel a nice stretch through your tricep. And let's get the other side. Press across the body. Lower that shoulder down. And breathe. Now bring that hand behind the back. Pull on that elbow. Come down. Last thing, I want you to collapse those hands behind your back. Press those arms completely straight. Open that chest up towards the ceiling. And then release those arms. Take a forward bend over your legs one more time. Feel a nice release through those hips. Breathing here. And then slowly restack and rebuild the spine. Sit up nice and tall. Great job, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to be making some more videos, so if you have any requests or suggestions for things you want to see in some of my upcoming workouts, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. And I so appreciate you guys for joining this morning. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Love you and miss you. Take care, you guys. Bye.